If you are planning a trip to Iceland soon, then here is a quick update on the newest volcanic eruption, without any of the over-exaggeration that you might see in the mainstream media. The eruption began yesterday, April 1st, near the town of Grindavik on the Reykjanes Peninsula, and this marks the 8th eruption in the area since December 2023. As of the latest update from 5 AM this morning, however, there is currently no volcanic activity being measured in the fissure, as you can see on the footage from web cameras here. That, however, could still change, and so let's quickly cover the information that you should be aware of. So first of all, despite the eruption, flights to and from Iceland remained unaffected. Keflavik International Airport, the country's main international gateway, is operating normally, at least for now. The volcanic activity hasn't caused any significant ash dispersion into the atmosphere, which means air travel continues as scheduled. The town Grindavik and nearby areas have been evacuated. And the Blue Lagoon, Iceland's most popular geothermal spa located nearby, is temporarily closed, with the situation to be reassessed later today on April 2nd. Moreover, authorities have issued a red alert for the area of Grindavik, and the surrounding area is closed until further notice. And so if you are thinking of flying to Iceland just to see the eruption, then I honestly don't think it is worth it. Unless you are booking like a sightseeing flight. But even that depends on whether they are allowed to fly, and as of now the airspace is reserved for only the Coast Guard and the news media. And even though the flights over the eruption site will most likely resume soon, the eruption could really be over. And so possibly all you will see there is just lava fields and maybe some smoke coming out of the fissure. Which, could still be interesting, but probably not as exciting. It is also worth noting that the eruption site is also far enough away that it is not really worth risking your drone, and all the roads leading to the area are currently closed to the public. When the public will be actually allowed to visit the site just depends on how the situation evolves, and so I guess we'll just have to wait for the updates. Also, do not try to hike to the volcano right now. The terrain is very sketchy, full of hidden holes and sharp lava rocks. Actually, during the last eruption there were people who tried hiking across the terrain despite the warnings and had to be rescued. And so if this idea crossed your mind, please do not waste the time of our Icelandic rescue team. Another thing that you should know is that a series of earthquakes, some as strong as magnitude 5.3, have been shaking the entire southwest area, which means the risk of rockfalls, especially near mountainsides and steep cliffs. And so please stay clear of those areas as well. If you're actually staying in the area of Reykjanes Peninsula where the volcano is located, and there still shouldn't really be anything to worry too much about. Just know that you might possibly get woken up a few times during the night because of all the earthquakes. And remember, while the eruption is localized, it is still crucial to stay informed and follow all the guidance from Icelandic authorities. The rest of the country, including Reykjavik and all the other popular destinations, remain completely safe to visit. And it is not really affected by the volcanic activity, except for all the earthquakes, which, like I mentioned, were felt all over the area. And so stay updated and regularly check for reliable updates from Icelandic Meteorological Office and all the local news outlets. And also plan accordingly, if you have plans to visit Blue Lagoon or areas near Grindavik, then consider rescheduling or exploring other amazing places. Iceland has no shortage of stunning alternatives, so don't feel like you are missing out. I've actually marked all these places in my Iceland guide to make your planning simple, and I'll leave the link to it below. Just keep in mind that this is the situation right now and it can still change at any moment. Other than that, here's the next video to help you plan your trip, and stay safe and enjoy your time in Iceland.